everyone and welcome. Today we are not just watching a Lego ad, we are stepping into a world carefully crafted to move you, inspire you, and maybe even challenge how you see creativity. This is a deep analysis of Lego extraordinary campaign, Lego Rebuild the World.
Hello, my name is Ahmed Al-Azzawi and today we are going to see Lego Rebuild the World campaign scene by scene. Let us understand why this ad specifically is not targeted to the children only, but it is aiming to all the children inside us. I want to share how I saw this ad and why it stood out so powerfully to me. From the first frame, it was clear that this wasn't just a product commercial. It felt like a short film, rich in emotion, packed with symbols, and full of surprises. That's when I realized this campaign is imagery based, it's transformational, it's emotional, it's full of dramatization. Let me explain. First, imagery. Why I say this ad is imagery? Because this ad doesn't telling us what is Lego exactly. It shows us, it uses a powerful symbolic visuals like a rabbit, a hunter, and a dragon in a sneakers. No one in this ad is explaining what is this world, but they are showing us what is the Lego world is looking like. Second thing, a transformational style. For sure, this ad is not focusing on making a discount or featuring a Lego benefits, but they are trying to deliver the emotion behind the Lego world. They are trying to say there is something bigger inside our world. And you, as a parent or you as a children, you can rebuild the world. It is trying to change your perception of play, of creativity, even of reality itself. That's what transformational advertising does. It lifts the product into a deeper meaning. Third, emotional appeal. The feelings inside this ad, wonder, nostalgia, freedom, are all deeply human. It doesn't appeal to the mind, it appeals to the heart, to the child inside us, and to the parent who wants to believe in that child again. You can still dream. You can still build something magical. And finally, dramatization. Because the ad isn't flat or quiet, it has suspense, chasing, surprise twist, humor, and for sure, fantasy. Now let's move to scene 1, and we are going from now on, frame by frame, to analyze Lego Rebuild the World. Scene 1, a safari car inside a weird forest. At first glance, it is quiet, calm, and you can hear the bird is whispering. A safari car is driving through this mysterious forest. But this isn't just a scenery, it is a symbolism. The forest represents the unknown, the beginning of a journey. The car represents exploration. From the first frame, Lego is inviting us into a new reality, a place where the rules of nature and even the rules of logic might be rewritten. This is the start of freedom. Scene number 2, the hunter appears and he is equipped with the archery weapon, but not like the archery that we know in our world. In Lego world, the archery is look like a toy. You can see the hunter is focusing into something. He's looking for something exactly. In this scene, I can relate this hunter to the adult world. The hunter is using structure, control, expectation, and he is focused. This is where Lego is using tension and using logic. From my opinion, I think this moment is crucial. Why it's crucial? It is not a story about good and evil. It is a story about two different ways of seeing a world. Scene number 3, the hunter is suspicious and he is feeling there is something in that forest. Can you relate this scene exactly to something we all saw in our childhood? Let me explain it later. Scene number 4. The hunter is seeing the rabbit clearly. And you can ask yourself, why did Lego choose rabbit? Why they didn't choose any other animal? Why did they choose the rabbit specifically? Okay, I think the rabbit itself, it has two different meaning. The first meaning is the rabbit, it can be related to every one of us childhood. So we as an adult, we can see the rabbit as a pet. Maybe we had a rabbit toy when we was a kid. Most of us can relate the rabbit into our childhood. Second thing, and this is the important thing, they are using the rabbit to tell you, come and see our world. Come and have a look into Lego world. Doesn't that scene exactly make you remember something into our childhood? Alice in Wonderland.
أليس يا فتى بعمر الزهور تطير أحلامها كالطيور أليس يا فتى بعمر الزهور تطير أحلامها كالطيور لأرض الجمال وأرض.
It is the same scene exactly. Alice in Wonderland, there was a rabbit, he is jumping around, then Alice was chasing that rabbit, and suddenly Alice became into a different world. Here, inside Lego Rebuild the World ad, they are using a rabbit to tell us, we as an adult, come to see our Lego world. The forest that we saw in the first scenes changed into a city. This is the interesting part, to tell the child who's watching the ad, come and see our world. And also to tell us as an adult, come to see our creativity, where your children and you will be enjoyable for sure. Scene number 8, you can see a woman who is walking. While she is walking, her hair color is changing, her hair styles is changing also. What does that mean? That means if you are bored from your real world, here in our Lego world, the sky is the limit. You can do anything inside the Lego world. Nothing inside the Lego world is fixed. Everything is flexible. Scene 9, the rabbit keeps running, the chase continues. We are now fully inside a world of play. The hunter still follows, but he is no longer in control. He is being led by wonder. Scene number 11, we can see the rabbit is still running, and he went to a building with 3 colorful doors. He chose a door and he went inside. Scene number 12, the hunter trying to open the door and it was closed. Then he decided to see what other doors can lead him to see that rabbit. Scene number 13, another door, the hunter walks into a bathroom, suddenly humor. This scene exactly is a fun, because we all know that our children, they like to run away and they like to play hide and seek. Scene number 15, a giant creature appears. Everything is turned up. A dragon, not scary, not violent, but full of personality. And here comes one of Lego core messages. What is the Lego core messages? If you saw that dragon, it is not like a scary dragon or a violent dragon. No. This dragon is cool. He's wearing a sneakers, he's wearing a jersey, and he is so cool with colorful things. And even his fire is different than the dragon fire that we know. Scene number 17, we can see a castle. We can see a girlish or a girly house, pink house, and we can see a modern house. 3 different houses, castles, something not relatable. Your imagination is your limit. You can build a castle in front of a Barbie house, for example. It is just about what do you think, and you can translate your thinking into your own world. Scene number 18 to 20, the dragon breathes fire, but instead of destruction, we see joy. Flames turns into plastic, firemen celebrate. Scene 22, the hunter pauses by a store. The chase isn't over yet, and neither is the story. What happened to the rabbit? What happened exactly to the hunter? We can see and dig deeper with my next colleague. See you again.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed and I'm going to talk about the second part of this campaign. In this campaign, they are using marketing analysis through visual and auditory storytelling. In this segment from Lego's Rebuild campaign, the brand effectively uses audio-visual storytelling as a marketing tool to capture attention, evoke emotion, and to communicate its core message of creative and innovation. through strategic use of rhythm, camera transition, color, and product integration. Lego not only showcase its product but also reinforce its identity as a brand that fuels imagination. These tools serve to engage the viewer emotionally and cognitively, encouraging brand recall and loyalty. The rhythm displays subtly at the second 34, which indicates a transition towards a more dynamic segment, such as transformation, and tempo captures attention and sets the stage for something which is engaging visually. Vibrant visual elements start to unfold by the second 41. Lego builds showcase imaginative structure and intricate design. Such visual reflect on the musical energy, create a harmonious interplay between a sound and sight. The transition of camera through several angles gives viewer an immersive view of the transforming Lego world. A significant moment takes place at the second 51 as the music reaches a crescent. The auditory climax is associated with the progress of visual story, which represent a turning point in the creative process. It aims to symbolize the peak of imagination where the abstract concept takes tangible shape. The intricate integration of pieces of Lego has become more pronounced as the scene flow into the 1 minute and 3 seconds. These builds do not appear as isolated components. They form artistic and cohesive constructions. The moment emphasizes subtly the artistry behind the assembly. Every piece contributes to a proper creative narrative. The viewer is immersed in a seamless blend of motion, structure, and sound. By the minute and 8 seconds, the sequence demonstrated not only the significance of Lego as an artistic medium, but also evokes a sense of inspiration and wonder. Every frame from the segment depicts a distinct creative phase to realize design from conceptual rhythm, all demonstrated by a resonate score.
I want to thank my two colleagues for the in-depth analysis. And so as we move into the final stretch of Lego's Rebuild the World advertisement, the tone shifts dramatically, both visually and emotionally. What began as a playful, fast-paced chase through surreal environments begins to decelerate. A sense of urgency gives way to something softer, reflection, and ultimately transformation. We see the rabbit still ahead, but no longer frantically fleeing. The hunter, who's been framed as a figure of control and logic and linear thinking, begins to slow down too. He's no longer just chasing an animal, he's entering a new state of understanding. This is the moment where Lego transitions the narrative from conflict to cooperation. This isn't just a story development, it's strategic brand messaging. Lego is visually articulating its core philosophy. That creativity isn't a solitary act or a product of chaos. It's a collective force, a universal language, a bridge between generations, personalities, and perspectives. At this point, the soundtrack softens. It transitions from a triumphant, playful rhythm into a calmer, more harmonious melody. This change is crucial. It creates an emotional resolution. The viewer is invited not just to observe the story, but to feel the meaning behind it. It marks the end of the chase and the birth of something new, a shared world built through imagination. We then arrive at the final wide shot, a slow pullback that reveals the fully rebuilt Lego world. It's strange, diverse, and vibrant. You see dragons, markets, floating vehicles, abstract shapes, all standing side by side. There's no central structure or dominant theme. That's the point. It's a tapestry of stories coexisting. From a branding perspective, this is the apex of Lego's messaging. They are not selling a specific kit or product in this ad. They are selling a mindset, one of fluidity, empowerment, reinvention. They're not asking children or parents to buy bricks. They're asking them to believe in what they can build with them. Cognitively, the ad leaves viewers with layered responses. execution thoughts about how well crafted and unique the visuals are. Product thoughts, how flexible, imaginative, and empowering LEGO seems. And source oriented thoughts, how the brand communicates without speaking, yet says everything through symbolism. Emotionally, the ad achieves a kind of dual appeal: nostalgia for adults, inspiration for kids. It activates memory and imagination at the same time, which aligns directly with what we've studied: selective perception, emotional appeals, and transformational execution. And perhaps most importantly, it shifts attitude toward the brand. LEGO no longer exists in the viewer's mind as just a toy, becomes a tool for self-expression, a catalyst for invention, a playground for ideas. So ultimately, LEGO's Rebuild the World campaign does far more than advertise. It constructs meaning brick by brick through memory, emotion, and metaphor. It doesn't just sell a product, it sells a belief that creativity has no limits, and that the power to reshape the world is in our hands at any age. And that's what makes this campaign not just effective, but timeless. Thank you.